Sagittarius. This is a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius. If you have Sagittarius anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I do want to thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions, and especially thank you for your comments. I think that the comment section is a beautiful and wonderful way to put out good positive karma, good positive energy. What we put out is what we receive. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this week the new moon will be in Capricorn, and there will be a strong need to be useful to family, friends, and co-workers, and to the world as a whole. Do not underestimate yourself this week, Sagittarius. You are given, or will be given, the opportunity to really rid yourself of self-doubt. And so as opportunities come about that have us questioning our abilities or have us looking at self-doubt, do know that that is an opportunity to make adjustments in our lives to rid ourselves of that. And the foundation, the basis of this reading is the Five of Cups. And so here we see the looking back at the past. The thoughts of the past hindering us, are hindering our ability to move forward. And that is driven by the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands, we could say that that's maybe a student or a learning something, the beginning, the trying, the starting something new. Perhaps we started something new that we were not quite prepared for or not quite ready for. Perhaps maybe starting something too soon. We've started something too soon. I just keep getting starting something too soon, starting something too soon. Let's see how that plays into the rest of our reading here, Sagittarius. And we have the Judgment. And the Judgment is, we can also consider that a karma card, but it's not karma of the law, a judgment of a contract, the judgment of a virtual agreement, the decision on something that has to do with the physical. And so really when we're thinking about karma, you know, we think about the energy and the vibration and how the laws of the universe work, and many times that's unseen. But this judgment has to do with the physical, has to do with the seen, has to do with the worldly. And the missing out, the place of lack, the not being able to take advantage of an opportunity, not being able to see that or take advantage of that. And then I love this card. I like to call this my get out of jail free card. This is the breaking free from the things that have been holding us back, the breaking out of the prison, the breaking out of the cell, the fresh starts, the new beginnings, the not being tied to old processes, not being tied to what others think should have been or should be. Setting out on your own path, and the ending of unhappiness, the ending of sorrow, and a definite ending. And the wonderful things about endings, endings make way for new beginnings. Endings make way for fresh starts. And so I see these two beautiful, wonderful cards here for you, Sagittarius. And you know, I believe luck is on your side this week in everything dealing with finances. I think that you are going to be put in a position or have an opportunity for a fresh start, for a new assignment. And I think that this fresh start, this new assignment, is going to bring you in the extra boost to your finances, that extra boost to tangible, the extra boost to physical. I do believe you are going to need to keep a close eye, a close rein on the budget. But I think as finances, as things are needed, they are going to appear for you. And that happens when we are being divinely led, or divinely guided, when we are trusting and following our instincts, when we are doing what we know, what we believe to be right. The universe will bring those things into us as we need them. I really do believe that an ending brings in the opportunity for a new beginning. This new beginning is going to require you to trust that you are being divinely led, to trust that you are being divinely guided. And here we have the Nine of Pentacles. And I love to call this the manifestation card, the being able to create the life that we would like. And as we're creating that, as we're waiting for that to take physical shape, we do see hints of that. And I do believe that you are going to be seeing hints of that. That you are really embarking, really starting on the path of a spiritual awakening. And the spiritual awakening is really about disconnecting with the physical, disconnecting with the seen. And a lot of concerns, a lot of worries about money, about finances, and love, and partnerships, and togetherness. So you know, we have this manifestation, and we have this love, this partnership, this togetherness, this connecting with our dreams, this connecting with our manifestation. But then in the middle, sandwiched here, we have the Tower card, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. And I believe what's happening here, Sagittarius, is you are really moving into uncharted waters. You're experiencing things that you have not experienced in the past. And you're looking back and you're trying to gather, you're trying to use what you knew to be true in the past, the feelings that you've experienced in the past, and apply them to this situation. And they're just not fitting. And they're not fitting because they're two different things. And really, that is Spirit asking us to be in the present, to stay in the present, and learn new information, and to connect and reevaluate and reclassify the feelings and the emotions that we are experiencing now. And yeah, reclassify, redesign. And so, for some odd reason, this week I have really been thinking about how our bodies and how our feelings affect us physically. And when we think about the sensations that our bodies have when we put them in hot, if we were to put our hand in a pot or in hot water, our bodies and our emotions have the same reaction to that hot water as they do to ice cold water. And while there are two separate, very separate experiences between the hot and the cold, when we put our hand in either the hot or the cold, our bodies tell us or give us the same experience. Our bodies, our nerve endings, our process is telling us the same thing, although it's two separate experiences. And I think that that kind of mimics what we're experiencing here at this time, that you are experiencing physically and emotionally and maybe even psychologically a different experience, but the experience is triggering past experiences or past results. And so while it may feel the same, it is different. And Spirit is asking you to reevaluate and reclassify that. And so I'm just getting the feeling that there's a negative past experience, and I don't like to use negative, but there's a negative past experience that you have had that is being triggered by positive experiences that you are having now. And the only way for us to move beyond, the only way for us to experience that in a positive way is to reclassify and re-experience it in the present moment for what it is. And I think that re-evaluating the roles that others play in our lives and re-evaluating the role that we play in the lives of others. And so I'm just getting that you've experienced this in the past and it was negative in the past. but it is different this time. And Spirit would like you to see that it is different this time, that this time it is a place of maturing, a place of growing, and a place for you to understand the energy that is created when we are, the energy that is created when we're in the presence of others. Wow, that was a lot. I hope that made sense to you, Sagittarius. If there's a better way for you to clarify that, or if that's triggered some thought processes for you, please do leave that in the comment section to maybe help other Sagittarians work through and process that. And then we have the Empress card. And I like to say that this Emperor card is about things that we believe are set in stone. And why I say that, if we look at that Emperor card, we can see he is sitting what appears to be a throne made of stone. And Emperors can be really unchanging and unforgiving. And then we have the Knight of Wands, the passion, the desire, the motivation to do, to create, to change, the appreciation, the gratitude, and the cutting ties, cutting associations with things that are no longer serve us. And I really do, again, it's a shifting, a re-evaluation of what it is that we are actually experiencing. And this is a perfect time to practice visualization for yourselves, Capricorn, or visualization for ourselves. Visualization is a technique that can help us channel our energy to where we would like to see ourselves going. Channeling our energy into experiencing life and energy as we would like to experience that. There are many videos and many books and many websites that are free to access that really can take us through some simple visualization steps. You may like to try maybe one or two, or do a little research on finding a visualization technique that may work for you. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Sagittarius. Thank you, Sagittarius. You have a blessed week.